Hello and welcome to October/November favorites. I didn't have a lot of things to show you in October, so I decided to skip that month, but this time around I have a lot of goodies to go through, so let's not waste any time and let's get started. Starting with the food favorites as always, and the first thing I have here is pomegranate. Pomegranate is my favorite fruit to have during fall and winter. I absolutely love its sweet and tart flavor, and in my books pomegranate is a superfood because it contains tons of minerals, vitamins and antioxidants. It also has anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, so since the flu and cold are going around, it's definitely a good idea to include more foods like pomegranate in your diet, kind of like a natural way of preventing from getting sick. If you've had pomegranate before, you already know that it's a type of fruit that you have to work for in order to enjoy. There is actually a very useful trick for how to eat pomegranate without making a mess. I think I showed it to you before in one of my videos, but it was probably a very long time ago. Basically, all you need to do is cut your pomegranate into quarters, then you put it in a bowl filled with water, and then you start separating the seeds with your fingers. Using water helps to remove the seeds carefully and prevents you from getting all messy and getting the juice all over yourself in your kitchen. To be honest, I use this trick sometimes, but most of the time I'm lazy, so I just get a bowl, put on an old t-shirt and eat my pomegranate just like that. The next food favorite is coconut nectar or coconut syrup. I use the one from the company called Wholesome. I've been using coconut sugar for a very long time, but I only recently discovered coconut palm syrup, and I've done a lot of research on different sweeteners. Turns out that coconut sugar and coconut syrup are one of the best alternatives to refined sugar, of course not including fruits, and that is because they're not as processed as, for example, agave is, and they're also lower on the glycemic index. As you know, I use a lot of maple syrup in my recipes, and I noticed that sometimes when I eat too much of it at once, some of my candida symptoms come back. That doesn't happen to me when I eat coconut sugar or coconut nectar. So I think gradually I want to use more and more coconut nectar in my recipes. The only problem is that it's pretty hard to find in grocery stores and it's also pretty pricey. I'm hoping that will change in the future because I really like the taste and the smell. It smells and tastes a lot like caramel, and it's also really easy to use. You would use it exactly like you would maple syrup or any other liquid sweetener. The next favorite is not a food item, but it's still something that you put in your mouth, and it's these flower elixirs from the company called Lotus Way. I first heard about them from watching Holistic Habits on YouTube. Sarah is one of my favorite YouTubers. I honestly think she is like the queen of everything holistic. A while back she made a video talking about natural ways of reducing stress and anxiety, and she talked about these babies in them. The company actually reached out to me. They wanted to see if I wanted to try the products, and I didn't have to think twice because I really trust Sarah, and all of the products that she mentioned and that I tried later I absolutely loved, so of course I said yes. I got two flower elixirs. One is called Joy Juice and another one is Inner Peace, and this was my first time trying flower elixirs, so this was definitely a new experience for me. Lotus Way flower elixirs are basically nectars that are made using healing and powerful flower essences, and they are collected by the founder Katie, who's been doing that for 15 years all over the world. I think it's really cool. Lotus Way has 6 different blends, and they're designed to help you transform a certain area of your life, so it's a natural remedy to help you create a positive shift in your state of mind, and they say you can see positive results only within a couple of days. The Inner Peace blend helps to calm and balance your energy, give you confidence and bring you peace, and then the Joy Juice helps to awaken joy, laughter and happiness, and they're really easy to implement into your daily life. All you have to do is take 5 drops 5 times a day. You can simply put them under your tongue like I do, or you can add them to your smoothies, your juices, your water or your teas. To be honest, I was a bit skeptical before trying the elixirs just because it's something new, and I knew they worked for Sarah, but I wasn't sure what type of results I will have. So I decided to give Joy Juice a try first because I knew my period is coming up, so PMSing is inevitable, and I have to tell you that I turn into a completely different person 1 week before my period. I get moody, I get irritated, I even get a little bit depressed. Honestly, sometimes I even scare myself. So I thought this would be a perfect time to test this flower elixir, and it actually worked. I barely had any mood swings or felt depressed. Even my boyfriend noticed a difference. He can usually tell when I'm PMSing, and this time he didn't realize that I was, and then when I told him I'm about to get my period, he was like, "But you're acting normal," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." If you're wondering, I took Joy Juice for about 7 days right before my period, and I was really surprised with how well it worked. And I am now trying the inner peace because December is usually very busy, very stressful month for me, and when I get stressed out I get even less productive, so I'm really hoping that inner peace will work just as well. If you want to learn more about flower essences, definitely check out Lotus Way. I'll have the link to their website in the description of this video. They have tons of information there. They also have a free journal that you can download to kind of track your results, so definitely check them out. I think their whole line looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to trying their aura mists now. I really like the idea of using nature and its gifts as a remedy, and I really get excited when I come across a product that actually works. The spice that I have been loving for a while is cumin, and to be honest, I used to feel quite indifferent towards cumin, but now I just want to put it into everything. I am obsessed with its strong, a little bit bitter flavor, and I put it into pastas, salad dressings, stir fries, soups, basically everything savory. I did some research on cumin because I was curious, and it turns out that it has quite amazing properties. It helps to improve your digestion, it has tons of vitamin C and iron, so it's actually recommended to women who are pregnant or breastfeeding because they require more iron. It also helps to boost your immune system, so it's a natural remedy for cold or flu. I don't know if you guys want me to keep talking about health benefits of all the products that I'm mentioning because it kind of makes the video very long, but if you do, definitely let me know and I will continue doing so. The next food favorite I have is this chocolate chips from the company called Krista. I do quite a lot of baking in December, so I wanted to share with you what chocolate chips I like using. I like these ones because they're vegan, they're gluten-free, and they're also sweetened with stevia, which I think is awesome because they're not using any refined sugar. They work really well in all of the recipes that I've tried. They melt just the right amount, so if you're looking for vegan chocolate chips, definitely consider giving this a try. Of course, I had to include a tea favorite. I got this sample from David's Tea called mulled wine. My sister and I were just discussing how to pronounce mulled wine, whether it's mulled, mood. I still don't know, but anyways, I love this tea. I already mentioned David's Tea a couple of times. You know, it's an awesome company that makes tons of loose leaf teas, and I would show you how this tea looks, but unfortunately I used up all of it already because it's incredible. I fell in love from the first sniff because it smells incredible, and the bag still smells, so I'm just gonna smell it right now. It does remind me of mulled wine. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys before, but I actually don't drink any alcohol. Obviously the tea doesn't have any alcohol, but it does use the spices that I use to make mulled wine, such as cinnamon, cloves, ginger. It's also using apples and orange peel, and I love the flavor, I love the taste and the smell. I actually really need to get some more. It's a winter drink which I really enjoy, and if you want to try it, definitely go check out David's Tea. Yeah. The next favorite is also related to tea, so I hope you are ready to see the most epic mug ever. Ta-da! I got this mug for Christmas last year from my boyfriend, and the story behind this mug is that I always used to complain that my mugs were not big enough for me and I would always end up wanting more tea. So he went ahead and got this mug for me, and it's gigantic. It holds almost a liter of tea. I didn't think it was possible, but I finally came across a tea mug that defeated me. I cannot fill it all the way to the top because that's just a tea overdose, but I love using it. I use it all year round, and especially during winter because, I mean, look at it. It just screams Christmas. My next favorite is this lemon squeezer and this mist spray. I actually bought a bottle of olive oil and this thing came with it, so it was kind of like a set. And for the longest time, I only used this part as a lemon squeezer. I would just cut my lemon in half and just put this on top of my salad or my water and would just squeeze my lemon like this. But then I realized how useful this thing is because the top actually comes off and you can put your lemon squeezer on top and then just like this, and you just squeeze your lemon and the juice goes right inside of the bottle. What I find really useful is that it has little markings, so it shows you how many teaspoons or tablespoons of juice you've got. Once you're done squeezing, you can actually remove this part and you can put the mist sprayer on top, and then you can just spray spray the lemon juice all over your food, so it's useful for salads or for veggies. I also use this mist sprayer for olive oil, so whenever I'm roasting something and I want to use a little bit of oil, I find it really useful to use this instead of just pouring the oil right out of the bottle, because that way I always end up using way too much oil, and this is a great way to control how much oil you're using, and also a good way to spread it all over your veggies. I checked, and you can get the lemon squeezer and the mist spray on Amazon, so you don't have to find that olive oil bottle set that I had. But yeah, definitely check them out because I think they're cool little gadgets. For the beauty favorites, I have natural shampoo and conditioner from the company called Desert Essence. I really like their natural and organic ingredients. I also like that they're cruelty-free. I use the green apple and ginger type because it's supposed to give volume for your hair. My hair is very fine, so I definitely need volume. My hair is pretty tricky because it gets very greasy very fast, and in the past I used to wash my hair every single day, if not twice a day, and I know it makes it even worse. So for the past couple of years I tried to wash it 2 or 3 times a week. I know it's still a lot, and that's why it was important for me to find a good natural shampoo and conditioner that doesn't have some nasty chemicals in them that I can use. I really enjoy using these ones, and I wanted to ask you guys if you have the same, or you had the same problem with greasy hair, because having greasy hair sucks. I honestly don't want to wash my hair that many times or have to use tons of dry shampoo. So if you were able to overcome that problem, please let me know what you did, because I really need help with that. My next favorite is a book, and it's called The China Study by Dr. Colin Campbell. I cannot believe I have not talked about this book on my channel yet. When I was just starting my journey to healthy eating and healthy lifestyle, I was looking for a book about nutrition because I was tired of reading articles that claimed, eat this, don't eat that. I really wanted to read something that had scientific proof. Then I came across this book and I realized this is exactly what I needed. This book describes a study that was done by Dr. Campbell about the correlation between diet and disease. It talks about the food industry and also what are the consequences of following a standard American diet. And I recommend this book to everyone because it's based on facts, it's based on the results of this massive study. It's not just someone's opinion. I get asked every single day, how can I start eating healthy? And I think the first step, and the most important one, is to educate yourself about food, because in reality we know so little about it. We're not taught about it in school, and there's so much contradicting information in the media. So I think this book is a great place to start. Once you learn about food and how it affects your body, you can then decide what eating healthy means to you, because honestly no one else knows what works best for you. So educate yourself, put that information to a test to see what diet, what type of eating works best for you. Anyways, amazing book, amazing read, definitely check it out. On a less serious note, my next favorite is this kitty hat that I got from Zara a couple of years ago. Whenever I wear it, everyone always comments on it. I really like it that it's so simple and the ears are really small. I think they're meant to be bear ears, but I just think they're cat ears because, you know, I'm a crazy cat lady. But anyways, I love this hat. It makes me happy, keeps me warm. Really awesome. Finally, I wanted to show you this silver play button that I got from YouTube for reaching 100,000 subscribers. And I think it's awesome that YouTube is investing so much into their creators, because there's so much information material available for us now. How to be a better YouTuber, how to create better content for YouTube, and even these awards. YouTube doesn't have to do any of that, but I think it's cool that they do because it makes us as creators feel as a part of a community. Funny story about this play button. So the way it works is you receive a silver play button when you reach 100,000 subscribers, and then when you reach 1,000,000 you get the gold one. I was talking to my boyfriend and I told him that it will be a very long time until I get the next play button, if ever. And then a couple days later I get a package in the mail. So I open the package and this is what I see. So he created a customized play button for me for reaching 150,000 subscribers on YouTube, because this is what I had at the time, and I could not stop laughing. Honestly, no offense to YouTube, I'm so grateful for my silver play button, but this made me so much happier. I was smiling the entire day after. I just could not get over the fact that he went into Photoshop, created this button, that mailed it out to me. Honestly, I'm still like laughing every single day when I see this. I think he will be very embarrassed that I told you this story, but this is what you get for dating a YouTuber. These are all of my favorites. I hope that you liked this video. As always, if you have any cool yummy products that you think I should try, definitely leave a comment for me down below. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.